Hi.
Hi, I'm Lindsay and I'm the dyer of Sprinkled Fibers.
And I'm Marcy, her mom.
And before we get started, here are some highlights since the last time we saw you.
Lindsay had an exciting commercial shoot for a yoga brand.
Yeah, Belief Yoga, and I've worked for them before for, I think, kind of like another commercial print job, but this one was really fun because it was a 2-day shoot and it was an overnight shoot, and so we got to go all along the coast, up north more, and then just shoot all day and get to like kind of explore all the different cities that are up north from us where we live now. And I've never really been up there, so that was really fun.
It was beautiful. It was surprising how perfect the weather was. Usually it can be, the Central Coast can be really foggy, and sometimes at Morro Bay you can't even see the big, it's like basically a big rock in the ocean, and that was clear as day. It was kind of like it was a fake setting behind her when she was shooting. It was beautiful. So let's see, we woke up super early. I got to go as well. They were super nice and said, you know, we have in the hotel, it was like 2 queen beds, so they said, you know, bring a friend if you want to. So I got to go. And so we left super early on Thursday.
Yeah, like 5:30 a.m.
And we had to be in Santa Barbara, which is about 2 hours from us. So we had to be in Santa Barbara by 9, and it took like over almost 3 hours to get there just with traffic. And then, so you shot in Santa Barbara.
For an hour. Yeah.
Yeah, and the whole storyline was...
like I was on a camping trip with one of my friends, so they hired another model, and we were basically just kind of road tripping up the coast was the story, and like we're wearing all of the athletic clothing, and I think we were supposed to like fail at like setting up a tent or something, and then we ended up at a hotel. I don't know, something like that. I haven't seen the final edit, so I'm not really sure how it's all gonna go.
When maybe they'll send it to you, and we can show you the final edit, because I'm really interested to see how they're going to piece all that together, because they had them let's see, at the beach in Santa Barbara, then at actually the beach that we stayed by when we went to Santa Barbara for our spring break. So that's Hendry's Beach, and it's really pretty there. There's a restaurant right on the shore, and then also in the area that they shot in, it's a dog beach. So there were dogs running around everywhere. It was just super cute. Then we drove to Santa Maria, about an hour and 15 minutes north, and the crew and everybody, we all ate lunch. Then we drove to Cambria, which was about 2 hours north of that, and there they did a whole, if you've never been to Cambria or heard of Cambria, what's in Cambria, I think it's actually in Cambria, is the Hearst Castle. So the famous Hearst Castle is along the shore, where I think at one point they had like exotic animals and running around there, and you might have seen them when you were driving by, but they don't have those anymore. But she shot in kind of like a forest look, and that's where you were doing, trying to put up the tent. And then also we shot at Moonstone Beach, which was so pretty. It was, you walk down these wooden stairs, and you're like right there where the waves are crashing, you know, among the rocks and everything. So it was really pretty. Then we drove, this is still all on the same day. Then we drove an hour and maybe a half down to Morro Bay. Then we started going back down south. And Morro Bay was really, really just, I mean, clear, sunny, really nice 70s weather.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And then we drove about 45 minutes from there and went and stayed in San Luis Obispo overnight. And then in the morning, she had to get up early for a 6 a.m. call time.
Yeah.
So 6 a.m. call time to shoot at the actual hotel. Like she said, they were planning their road trip, I think, there. And then you went back up north, I think about maybe half an hour north of where we were, to Cayucos, and they went along the shore there and then shot there. And then they were done. It was a really great experience. I enjoyed it. I didn't have to do anything except just literally, I took the the behind the scenes that you did see in our highlights video was just, you know, me trying to get little background video of what she was doing, and it was really fun to see how they, you know, they plan it all out. The director was saying how To Belief, the yoga brand, he had to submit like this whole, he made up the whole story, what they were gonna shoot, based on what Belief said they wanted. So they say to them, oh, we want, instead of yoga wear this time, we want it to be kind of like outdoor wear, just like casual hiking and camping and things like that. And so then they make up a whole storyline based on what they're going to be doing the commercial for. And then this is the final product, is, you know, this shoot. So, and then hopefully we get to see, will it be on, I think someone said it'll show a lot on Amazon as well.
Maybe, yeah. I think that's where they primarily sell their clothes, is Amazon.
Okay, so yeah, so stay tuned for that. So it's that time when we talk about our finished objects, and I'm wearing mine. Was that creepy?
No.
So I finished my Summer Breeze slipover by Anna, who on Instagram, she's knitting in Mauritius. So, and I loved making this. So I'm gonna show you, let's see, I'll show you the whole thing. This is a top-down sweater. So if you remember back when we were first talking about it, I made these shoulder panels. So they're like rectangles that you knit first. So I was knitting this entire thing with the bunny box. Lindsay's 2024 bunny box. And so you make the shoulder rectangles first, and then you go from there, and then you eventually, you know, knit in the round. So it's a very interesting construction. Anna is a genius, like how she thought of this. So you start with the two shoulders, and then you make a panel, and then a panel, and then again you make a bigger panel in the back, joining the two. And then once you have all of those, then you start knitting everything in the round. And so I just held my bunny box double, and it's not, it's super lightweight still because it's fingering weight. And then the shoulders, I'm sorry, the sleeves have this cute little I-cord edge, which you make when you make the little rectangles. And then all you do is just add the V-neck trim, and then you just add the hem. So yeah, so it's super cute and I love it. I've already worn it several times, and now what I'm gonna probably do is use the Summer Shells mini kit to also make another one. And that one, if you can remember, I'm going to make I'm actually gonna hold the fingering weight single for that, and then I'm gonna hold my little ball of it's like a tan sequins, and I think it's gonna be really cute. So that one I'm gonna make a little more oversized. So this one fits, like, I would say this is the size 2, and this fits pretty good. It's like not too long. I would say this is kind of like a true to size. And then for the Summer Shells box, I'm gonna probably knit maybe a size 3, and I'm gonna hold it single with that sequins and make it just a little more boxy, and just see how that goes. And I have tan linen cropped pants that I'm planning on wearing that with. So yes. And then how's it going with you, Lindsay, with your knitting?
Well, I'm working on our Advent shawl for this year. We're offering a pattern in our box by Beth McDonald Stone. So I've been working on that, and I can't really show you because it's supposed to be a surprise. But yeah.
How do you like it?
I like it so far. It's fun. I'm fading a bunch of minis.
So I've seen it sitting on the couch in there, and I take a peek every now and then, and I think, ooh, that's really, really pretty. So I'm excited to see her keep going on that. She's been super busy getting all of her kits ready. So we just had a big shop update of the knit along kits, and we'll talk about that a little bit more. Right now where we're sitting, there's literally like tons of skeins of her La Pouf kits. These are all sitting at the table where we're at right now, and they're just beautiful. I'm so distracted by they're just they're so pretty. So you're working on the Advent shawl. And then I'm continuing to work on, now that I finished my Summer Breeze slip over, I'm actually, I'm trying to get the sleeves done on my Savory Knits Pressed Flowers vest. So if you can remember, I made a vest, and then I decided to turn it into a sweater by adding sleeves. So I have one sleeve done, and then I'm gonna add the other sleeve. So stay tuned for that. I'm gonna add that. I have one sleeve done, and I'll probably finish the other sleeve, I hope, by the end of this week, and then I'll have it for you to see next time. As well, in the meantime, I added my June color to my anthology throw. So I'll just give you a little sneak peek of that, and then we'll talk about it more numbers wise. So this is the start of it. I used the hydrangea. Okay, so I'm gonna show you all the colors because we haven't shown this in a while. It went from the hydrangea to the peony. From the peony we went into the, let's see. So from the peony, which was this color, we went into the cherry blossoms in March, which is that really pretty lighter pink. Okay, so after the cherry blossoms, then we went into the ranunculus, which is this really pretty like hot pink with kind of a reddish and then also pink added to it. Then we went into the delphiniums, which turned out so pretty when it was knitted up. I love all the colors running through it, which then went great into the daffodils. So the delphiniums had a lot of the same colors in it that the daffodils had more of. So we had some yellow in the delphiniums. So then when we added the yellow for the daffodils, it went great. And then from there, we're going to keep going with some fun summer colors. So that's already in the works. And I just love this throw. So again, we're doing the anthology throw by Curious Handmade. And this is my circle so far. I mean, it's a lot bigger. But I think this is going to be so pretty, just like hanging on the back of the couch, I held the fingering weight double, so it's really squishy and I love it. Now here, where we live in California, it's like 90s right now and it's been really hot. So I'm not cuddling up with this right now, but I can't wait to in the winter.
I love
so. Okay, so I wanted to let you know the numbers because I know some of you try to do kind of around the same thing. So I added the June at row 132, and I just knitted that along. Now for this one, I don't know why, but I didn't save the delphinium. I didn't save very much of the delphinium. So usually what I try to do is I save some of the end of the color from the month before, but for some reason I didn't save very much, so I just kind of went right into the June color at the start of 132. There wasn't really a transition, but like a transition amount of striping. But if you can see, like it looks fine because there's so much yellow in the delphinium. So then when I went into the daffodils, it looks really good. So I still love it. And so I started the daffodil color, the June yellow color, at row 132. And I went all the way through. I went past 139, which is when you're supposed to add another color, till I got to row 144. So at row 144, my yellow, I have about this much left. So I don't have a lot left. I just have like that little bit left. So, and then I'll add the July color. July, I'm going to tell you right now, is going to kind of be like this. So, not to, she hasn't made the July yet, but the picture, which you'll be seeing soon, is, it kind of incorporates all of those colors. So, it's going to be gorgeous. Okay, and then speaking of Flower of the Month Club.
Okay, and then as a little surprise for this video, we do have an extra skein of our June color. So this is the daffodil skein. This is it up close. It's like a yellow and a white, and then it has green speckles all mixed throughout. So we have one extra. So if you would like to purchase this skein, you can message us at Sprinkled Fibers. And then speaking of Flower of the Month Club, so we are going into quarter 3. So that's July, August, and September. If you would like to sign up for quarter 3, you have to join by July 1st. So that's coming up, and if you want to join, you can just message us at Sprinkled Fibers, and we'll put your name on the list.
Yep. And July starts quarter 3, so she hasn't dyed it up yet, but it is coming. That you're going to probably dye those up next week. You're going to see this video on Thursday, and she'll probably dye that up, start dyeing those up on Monday. So we really need to know by Monday, July 1st, if you want to join quarter 3.
And for July, which is the first month, here is the inspo picture. So yeah, it's a hibiscus for this month, perfect for summer, and I'm really excited to see the color.
I love those colors of that hibiscus. I can't wait to see what it turns out like.
And then we also have one more of our add-on cup. So this was the add-on for quarter 2. And this is our little custom cup that we had made. Super cute. It has all of the flowers that we've been inspired by for the Flower of the Month Club. So yeah, we have one left. If you would like to purchase this also, you can message us at Sprinkled Fibers.
Okay, so since we last saw you, a little update on all of the different shipping times and everything like that. So our summer tee, which is, if you can remember, our cute little summer tee that Lindsay designed that says Yarn Love, and it has a lot of little flowers and greenery. These, so House of a la Mode is printing these, and they've shipped, and so we should receive these by the end of this week. So you're seeing this video on Thursday. We should receive them by Friday or Saturday. And so we should be able to ship them out to you on Monday the 1st. So that's coming, and then we want to see lots of pictures of you guys in your tees. Wear your tee on vacation or wherever you know, something that's fun where you live, and we would love to like make a little video of everybody in their tee. So that's coming soon to your doorstep. Also, the Summer Shell Mini Kit should have arrived to everyone. So it should have been on your doorstep probably, I would say at the latest, maybe by this last weekend. So if you have not received your Summer Shell Mini Kit, let us know. For that, I also wanted to mention, a lot of you have asked about the sequins yarn. So that's this right here. And this I purchased while I was on the LA Yarn Crawl. So I bought this from a store that she just had a lot of spools of it. And some of you have suggested other sources for it, but I'm really trying to find something as good of quality as this. So this was not really, it was pretty expensive. Like this little ball, if you can see it, I'm going to show it to you like next to my hand. So you can see it's not a very big ball, and this was $80. So, but it's lace weight, so I mean it has more than what you think. But I wanted to add it to my summer shells box because it will really, it'll go really pretty with that. But we're trying to find a source so that we can dye some for you if you want some as well. Because, you know, we want to make sure that it's a little more economical than what I purchased it for. I bought it just because I wanted to buy something and support that store. But we'll try to find a better alternative and make sure that it matches the summer shell box as well. So stay tuned for that. And then also, you want to talk about the LaPoufs?
Yes. Okay, so we are planning on shipping the LaPoufs on Wednesday the 26th. So this video comes out on Thursday, so we'll have already shipped them. And these are the LaPouf kits. And we actually have, let me get this one. We actually have one extra. So if you were wanting a LaPouf kit, which is 5 skeins of fingering weight that fade, plus you get 2 mohair, these. So if you've been wanting one or you weren't able to get one, we do have one extra. And if you would like to purchase this, you can also message us at Sprinkled Fibers. Otherwise, if you already purchased a kit, we'll be shipping these Wednesday, tomorrow, or the day before when you see this.
Okay, good.
Okay, so since the last time we saw you, we sold all of our knit-along kits, and yeah, we totally sold out within like the first minute. We got so many messages.
It was crazy.
And yeah, even people who messaged right at 9 o'clock, they still didn't get one because there were so many other people that also messaged at 9 o'clock, and it was just like crazy.
Yeah. I mean, we got out of, we went to the gym. Normally we go to the gym at 7:30. And then the class ends at 8:30, and then we get home, and then we're ready for the shop update because we try to have everything prepared and we're ready. But they just recently, for the summer, starting in June, they changed the time to 8. So we got out, we left early. We go to a bar class. So from 8 to 9 is the class, and we left early. So we got in the car, looked at our phone, and right at 9 o'clock, there were 47 messages, I think, on Sprinkled Shop. And it was just like, holy smokes. So we quick started with the very first, we had everything all written out. And so we started with the first person that messaged. And then, I mean, they sold out. And people that had messaged at 9 o'clock, some of you didn't even get a kit. So it was a little bit bonkers. So because of that, like we said, we want everyone who wants to be in this knit along to, you know, to be a part of it, because we want to have something to do together this summer. So Lindsay committed to making more kits if needed. We really didn't think we would need them. So when we made the 50 kits, we thought, oh, we're going to have leftovers for sure. So thank you so much for your mind-blowing support. And then so Lindsay's gonna make 30 more kits. Actually, she's been making them this week. And she and her younger sister have been out in the blazing heat making the kits, and we're trying to get them done by Wednesday. You're gonna see this on Thursday, but she's trying to get them done by Wednesday because she starts Fashion Week on Thursday. So she'll be walking runway for Swim Week.
Yes.
So, and I'll try to show you video of that next video. Things that, if there's appropriate video coverage, because Swim Week can be skimpy. So, luckily last summer for Swim Week, you had like all one pieces, right?
Yeah, and a dress.
And a dress. So that was like, yay. But a lot of times they're, you know, like tiny pieces of fabric. And so we're hoping that she gets one pieces again and maybe even a dress. So that would be nice. But so again, just to update you, our knit along for this summer starts on Monday on July 1st. You should get your kit by then. We shipped those out Monday, June 24th. So hopefully you'll get them by this weekend, and then go ahead and start your pattern. They're having a moment over here. Bunny's staring into Lindsay's eyes. So start your shawl if you can on Monday. And again, the shawl is The Color Affection by Vera Valimaki. And if you don't remember, I'm going to show you one of the shawls. Okay, so if you've forgotten, this is The Color Affection. Lindsay is wearing a 2-color version. And do you want to hold it up so they can see the different striping?
Yeah.
Lindsay is holding the 2-color version. So again, it is a solid section at the top, and then you go into color 1 and 2 striping. Maybe hold it a little closer so they can see it. And then from there, after this 2-color striping, you go into the short rows. So show them the short rows, start right over there, and you start doing the short rows. And so this is with 2 colors. So what I did for the 2-color version is you do 1 row of the navy and then 2 rows of the blue, the lighter blue. So I tried to make it, you know, because the whole first section is navy, I tried to balance it out with a lot more of the lighter blue. And then you end with a little, I only had a little bit of navy left, so I ended with that little tiny stripe down at the bottom. That's the 2-color version. So for the 3-color, I started with a cream, went into this cream and sort of like brownish taupe color, and then once I was ready to start the striping, and then I was ready to start the short row striping, and that's where you can see I brought in the blue. So I did the white, the taupey brown, and the blue short row striping. And that makes this shawl, the shape, really unique. So, and then I ended with that blue section. But you can see I'm holding this shawl straight, and you can see how it's different curvy sections. And I love it. It's so, I just had so much fun making these, and because of that, I made 9. So that is what we are going to be knitting together, is The Color Affection. And if you're not sure about The Color Affection, you can look it up on Ravelry, and that's where you should buy your pattern as well. So also remember that when you share pictures of your progress, this is not a mystery. So feel free to share lots of pictures of your progress and use the hashtag #SFSummer24KAL. And then that way we can all see each other's progress. If you can, post a picture of your 3 skein kit. And I say 3 skein because every single person bought a 3 skein except for one person. So, so show us your 3 skein kit so we can see what it looks like and then what it's going to turn into. And then also remember that because we were not able to provide a kit for everybody, we are extending the deadline. So instead of August 31st, we will finish on by September 30th. And I really think it'll be plenty of time, even if you don't get your kit by before the start, the July 1st start. I think you'll have plenty of time to still finish it, but just to make sure everybody has enough time, we're going to extend it. And then that after the September 30th, we will have our knit along party. So we're gonna raffle the prizes. We're gonna have, we actually are gonna have 2 different types of prizes. So we're gonna have categories as well as some random raffles. So some of the examples of prizes are gonna be, we would love it when you have your finished object to make a video of your shawl, you twirling in it, you wearing it out on the town, you maybe in the middle of knitting it, whatever you want to show. And then also we want you to, for those that don't feel comfortable making a video, we would love an end of the KAL picture. So you in your finished object, you know, out at the beach, in the mountains, wherever you plan on wearing yours. And then what we're gonna do is our three favorite videos will each get a prize, and then our three favorite pictures will each get a prize. So try to be creative. It doesn't have to be like, you know, high tech or anything. Just a cute little video of you twirling in your shawl would be fun. And then we're also gonna have a bunch of raffle prizes where there's no category. You just, if you finish your shawl and you send us a video or a picture, we will put your name in the bag, and we're gonna draw them on our video during that. That video after the 30th of September. And we'll show your raffle prize, we'll show what you won, and then we'll be sending that to you right after that. So just to remind you, on Saturday, June 29th, we're gonna have 30 more knit along kits available. So we will have that as a kind of like a last minute shop update on Sprinkled Shop. We will start, as soon as we can, we'll start posting the pictures of them so you know what you can choose from. We're not gonna have as many variations. So for the last knit along kit sale, we had, I think, 40, maybe 30 some pictures, maybe 38 pictures, and we had 50 kits. For this sale, we'll probably have about maybe 10 to 12 choices, and then multiples of those, because we're really trying to get these done as fast as we can so that you can still join, and before she starts swim week.
And we'll be selling those at 9:30
yes
a.m. PST.
Yeah, so that way we can get home, be ready, and not, you know, not be too crazy, because we get a little like sweaty on the shop update mornings, trying to make sure that, you know, we get everyone situated and make sure we don't accidentally make any kind of mistakes. So awesome. So see you Saturday. That's another thing. If you already purchased a knit along kit, you are more than welcome to purchase another one, but we're going to try to sell the kits to those that did not get a kit first. So they'll have priority. So if you message us and you're like, oh, I really wanted number 19. By the way, number 19 was our number one, and we're gonna show you a picture of it here. That kit was probably requested 25 to 30 times. I mean, everybody wanted that kit. And our friend Terry got it, and she knows that she was really like lucky to get that one because everybody wanted it. But that kit, we will have multiples of that kit. So if you wanted that kit, but you already got a kit, we're gonna sell to everyone that morning. We'll sell to who did not get a kit on last Saturday. And then after that, everything's up for grabs. So if you just, you know, I really wanted that number 19 and it's still available, it's yours. So don't be afraid to message us right at 9 o'clock. I'm sorry, right at 9:30. And we'll keep you in the queue. And then as soon as all the new people are taken care of, then we'll go back through and see what those that wanted a second kit would like.
Thanks for watching today's video, and make sure you like and comment any questions that you have about anything that we talked about. If you want to purchase any of the surprises that we showed you, you can message us at Sprinkled Fibers. And yeah, I think that's it. We'll see you guys next time. Bye. Yeah.
So remember, you start off. Oh, you too. Okay, so